Oh, gosh, it's cold out here, but it's very warm in ESC Fan TV. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ESC Fan TV. We are moments from the end of the Icelandic competition, Söngvakeppnin, and I'm very, very pleased to welcome our guest for tonight. We're going to talk about the songs. Hello, Elliot. Are you warm enough?
All right, first up, which one of you didn't pay the gas bill? Look, I'm blaming Stuart for this. I'm freezing. I look like the Michelin man who fell in an oil spill. Apart from that, I'm great.
Stuart, did you forget to put the money in the meter?
I didn't think about things like that when I was, on my way to Iceland for the evening, but I didn't bring enough warm gear, and I'm absolutely freezing, Andy.
And Martin, We're doubly lucky. We've got two Martins tonight. Hello, Martin.
Hello. Yes, I'm a UK correspondent. Obviously, you're all in Iceland, but I've actually got the opportunity to sit here with a printer and print my own face. So
you printed yourself 3D.
Not quite that expensive, I'm afraid. So
anyway, so it is freezing in the north, but what is it like in Brisbane? Hello, Gemma.
Hello, it's beautiful and sunny, as you can see. I'm ready to go to the beach, guys. I don't know about you.
Yeah, and you got what, like half an hour, and then you're off for a day sunbathing on the beach. So we better get on with it. It's been a long night in Iceland. Portugal's still going. There's been something going on in Sweden where they've been trying to find out some crap to put to the final, and Croatia might have chosen somebody, but we are here to talk about Iceland. 5 finalists. Let's look at the ones that didn't get through to the final. And first of all, possibly my favorite, Isolde and Helga. Was it a gay love song? Meet Me Halfway. Stuart.
So meet me halfway, meet me halfway. I need you to stay, need you to stay. It's gonna work out fine. It's never too late. I'll wait for you.
So, Stuart, you like a bit of sapphic love. Is that what it was?
I haven't. First time ever. I have no idea how to respond to that. I rather
You've made
like
it speechless.
No, I rather like this one. I thought they harmonise beautifully together. I particularly like the 70s style dress sense. And let's not forget that I sold something. She was on The Voice of Iceland not so long ago. And Helga is, of course, a flight attendant for Icelandic Air. Let's not forget that.
Oh, that's idea. I've seen her before.
Yeah, no idea how they came together, but what a performance! And going into the final, this is one of my favourites, actually. Shame we didn't make it to the final two, but hey, you can't have everything in life.
I think everybody in Iceland's been on The Voice of Iceland. Gemma, you're too young to remember the days when Eurovision used to send mothers and daughters singing a twee song together. But how did this one do for you? Was it mother and daughter?
Yeah. Look, it was 5 in the morning when I watched this song, and I was quite okay not paying attention.
Right, Martin, what do you or your other you think of it?
It was all right. As Stuart said, nice harmonies. It's a pleasant enough song. I got the feeling it was a bit of a show opener more than anything else. I know I go on about the songs that should open the show, and I think that set it all up quite nicely, and they seemed nice enough. But I did get the feeling when you saw the backstage interviews, I know I didn't understand any of it, but it did seem as though they're quite happy just to be in the final. I got the feeling they didn't really expect to do much better than that, really.
Perfect. Now, using your best ventriloquist dummy, what does the other one think?
That one. No,
No,
that one.
That one. The other Martin. The other Martin.
Oh, that one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that one.
Be careful where you put your fingers. That nearly took Elliot's eye out.
Elliot, can you save us, please? Was it? Did it
Maybe. That's a big ask asking to save this. Like, we established we're not a family show, so I'll try. I sold whoever was on the left, her dress was better this time than the semi-final because I hated what she wore in the semi-final. Just want to put that out there. Yeah, like I said, their harmonies were nice. It was pretty, but it just never went anywhere. I mean, for me, it was just filler in this final. It didn't stand out, but, Iceland love a duet. And, like you said, everyone's either been on The Voice, sings, or does football in Iceland. So...
Right,
it was stunning. It was stunning. It was a really, really good performance. The song's good as well. I've got to say, and I don't think I've ever said this before, I preferred it in Icelandic, if I'm honest.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, I can understand that.
This comment, I really hope that's not true. Otherwise, I'm going to laugh. But I could believe it in Iceland.
I have to say, I'm liking Glaciated Viking. I mean, that is a beard, that, isn't it?
It is.
I'm liking that.
Seriously, everybody in Iceland sings. They learn to sing at school. They all sing. It's a wonderful country. I absolutely love Iceland. If I'm taking the piss out of it, it's because I love the country. We're moving on now to Daði and Gagnamagnið. Think about things. Stuart, press the button.
Baby, I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe it, I will always be there, so you can't tell me anything and I'll listen.
Okay, so I might have said we were going to talk about the ones that didn't get through to the final first.
Just let him carry on, it's fine.
It's
fine.
Anyway, I'm sorry. It's gone tits up. We've only been going 5 minutes. This is the song that won, or is this the song that won in 2017? We'll find out later. So, Elliot, save me, get me out of the hole.
No. No. I must admit, in our preview show we did about a month or so back, I wasn't so sure on this song. Like, I liked the bass line of it and everything, and I wasn't convinced. I must admit, since I've heard it so much and like I've seen this performance, I do really love it. There's just something really sweet and fun about it. Like, it's very self-aware. And, I remember seeing in the semi-final, they had the extra mic, like what the hell's that for? And then obviously them walking over, I was like, that's actually really clever. And, they know, they're not a joke act, but they know what their style is. They know how to make it marketable and appealing to the viewing audience, and it works. And that chorus is so damn catchy. Like, I just sing it all the time.
For goodness sake, we need something, because I was listening to the songs that have been chosen so far. They're as dull as ditch water. Stuart, do you like it?
I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I loved everything about Daði. Who doesn't love a Daði? That's what I have to say. In fact, I have a mug that says Super Daði. That's what that says.
Oh, Stuart, you're going to be terrible in Rotterdam. You'll be going to Amsterdam, and
I think this is the song that will surprise a few when it goes to Rotterdam. Of course, it is at Rotterdam, or will be going to Rotterdam. This is the song that's going to have everybody dancing, everybody up on their feet, having fun and moving their arms or swaying to the music. It's going to kill in Rotterdam. It's going to go really big. And good luck to him. It's very Jamiroquai. I said that in the original preview show. I can't change my view on that. It's very Jamiroquai with a bit of, let's face it, there's a bit of cheese thrown in, isn't there? But it's good cheese. It's the kind of cheese you want to sit and eat with crackers. It's good. It's good. She got beat by Scala and Paper in 2017. So yeah, this is his time.
Perfect. Gemma, is it a feel-good song that you're going to be dancing on the beach to later on?
Absolutely. Oh my god. They're going to need to get like a little bikini made out of like green,
Are you wearing the bikini?
jumpsuit. That's the one that I need. But no, I really love it, actually. There's no buts about it. It's great. How great is Iceland though? They've gone from sending Qatari to sending Daði. Iceland. No other country's going to do that, are they? Oh, wow.
You're right. You're right. Martin, did it do it for you?
Well, I mean, obviously, with that there, but yeah, I mean, it's choreographed so precisely that every time you watch it, it's doing exactly the same thing. All those camera angles where they're sort of, the fourth wall looking at the camera and then another camera and another camera. I wouldn't like to be the camera director because that's going to have to be spot on every single time. And it's a great track. I love it. And the one thing I was thinking is the Roop probably watched this tonight and probably thought, oh, bugger, we've got another fun routine tonight. So, we were the ones that had it. Now we've got two of them at Rotterdam.
Martin, can I ask you a question? You've been watching the choreography really, really closely then?
Well, yeah. If you watch it enough,
Okay,
sort of, you pick these things up. It's almost the video is exactly the same. Official video.
On your feet, and give us an example.
Oh no! It means I've got to stand up.
No.
Was it the hands, isn't it?
Okay, right. We're going to move on. Nina...
before we do, can I just ask, Martin, how much does it cost to get one of those jumpers? Can I have one from Rotterdam, please?
I can charge you. I mean, if I can
with
get
Martin's
20 quid with a face and a bit of sellotape, not the top. You've got to supply your own top, but I can print out your own face with some sellotape. 20 quid. What about that? That sounds brilliant.
How much with somebody else's face on it?
Give me. I can do anybody's face, print it out. 20 quid.
Yeah, I'm all about the top, definitely not the bottom. Anyway, let's move on. Andy, before we do, can we just talk about who's in the chat room and maybe find out who's watching us live tonight?
Oh yes, please.
Elliot, can you tell us who's in the chat room, please?
Yes, so we have David, we have Lana, we have Nicholas, we have Mia, we have Edson, and we have, I said Mia already, and we have our personal favourite, the Viking with the awesome beard. I think that's all. If I haven't said you, and Raquel as well. But yeah, if you're in the chat room, give us a like, subscribe, and say hello. We'll put your comments on the screen. But also, I like this, and also she was the one with the main attraction in 2017 of If This Is Love. Like she was the one so it makes sense. But I think that's really cute that it seems to be like a whole family affair thing. Really cute. But yeah,
I've got to say
that's who's in the chat room.
it wouldn't be the same without the people in the chat room because you really make it for us. Because otherwise, we're just talking to ourselves and. Jesus, that gets boring.
We're all stuck with Stuart then, and we need someone to save us.
And talking of boring, we're moving on to song number 3, Nina and Echo. I hope I can say that without getting.
Yeah, you're in dodgy ground. Shall we play it?
Yeah, go on.
Another story never told. The memories echo, echo. A star has faded from my eyes. I'll search for sparkles in the sky.
She's searching for sparkles in the sky. Well, okay, that's fair enough. Are you searching for sparkles in the sky, Gemma?
Obviously, I've got them on my face.
Oh, you do?
That's what I live for.
You live for sparkles.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was expecting more from this song, let's be honest. But it happened. I think it's still a nice song to listen to. I just don't like the performance. Like, nothing happened. She just stood there and, shone in her sparkles.
And they didn't sparkle enough. Martin, was she sparkling enough for you?
It was a pleasant view. I'll give her that. But she didn't really.
We're not listening with our eyes. This is Eurovision. It's about the music, not about the tits.
It was a nice pop song. As Gemma said, not much going on staging wise. It was good, nice to listen to. The choreography was all fairly literal. But then it seemed as though she had a nice dog backstage. And that was about it, really. So.
Oh, okay. Elliot, isn't it terrible when the heterosexuals start talking about sex? It's just
lost to me, to be honest with me. I know. I'm tuning it out.
I thought it was just a preserve of the gays. What did you think of it? Did she give you sparkles?
It's a good job she's pretty. I love this song. I made no hesitation. I love this in the preview. But it's like Gemma said, she was just stood there doing some armography with her backing singers looking up at her, which I found really weird. It's like there's something just really weird about this. Like, I'm watching you sing. How are you? It's like, that's creepy. that is creepy. And I also found that, yeah, I think she was a deserved wild card into the final because it was a nice palate cleanser like halfway through the show. But was this going to do anything? No. Did she do it right? Yes.
I hate to stop you. I didn't realize it was a wild card. Stuart, we don't want to know. We're moving on to the next song. Or unless you want to tell us. Look, I'm on a tight schedule. I'm on a tight time schedule. Yeah, did you want to say anything?
I wanted to. I've got a whole spiel here.
Well, make it quick.
It says here in my notes. It says, "Lovely white dress, great song, thoroughly enjoyable mid-tempo pop. I really need to know, do you hear echoes?" It also says she's a singer model. She's appeared on the front cover of Photography magazine. She's got nothing on ESC Fan TV because Elliot performed on the front cover of Boys magazine. Let's move on.
Did you?
That's news to me.
I'm going to look at the back of the news. Right, we're moving on. We're going to skip song 4. We're going to go to song 5. Dima, the one that was a bit like the one that won last year.
The rocky one. Should we hear it?
Yeah, the rocky one. Yeah. So, anyway, I am by far the oldest person on this show. This was what I was dancing to as a student at the age of 18. I really liked it. I liked it much more than Hatari. I didn't win. I'm sorry about that, actually. Martin.
Well, it's obviously metal. It seemed to me a bit like it was a concert, but it was the first track of their concert, and nobody had warmed up because the audience was just the whole thing. Apart from Daði, they were just sitting there doing nothing, maybe waving the flag. And I think this really needed like a Eurovision crowd where people are all standing up and really right there, like we had with AWS, that sort of thing. I mean, I was super fun, to be honest, because I thought it wasn't as good in this tonight as it was in their semi-final, but obviously they got a big fan base, so that got them there.
Well, you say big, but I mean, there's only about
big fries. But yeah, I think that's probably why it got to the super final. I think because of their support in Iceland.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was the best song tonight. But anyway, there you go. Gemma, did it rock you?
Didn't mind it. Not my favorite, but like we always know, Eurovision has like a little special place in its heart for rock music. There's just a little place where there's just small enough fans that they always get like middle ground. So I'm not surprised at all that they came, in the top 2.
You see, that's what I like about you, Gemma. You've always got something nice to say about anything.
Sometimes.
Stuart, did you fancy a bit of headbanging to this?
Yeah, it's all right. Not really my cup of tea, dear, but I thought it was fine. Yeah, I mean, if you like rock, if you like heavy metal or rock metal, then it was for you. Not particularly for me. However, Dima are very popular in Iceland. It was not a shock to me that they made the final 2. Stefan Jakobsson is often referred to as one of the strongest rock metal singers in Iceland.
For God's sake, Iceland.
They like their rock music, Andy, regardless of how many people are in the population.
Oh, okay.
And he's regarded as one of the best ones. So it was not a shock to me that that these two, Daði and Dima, went through.
You can't trust the heterosexuals. Elliot, what did you think of that?
This just sounded like every rock entry I have heard in every single arcade or PlayStation or Xbox or any other sort of racing game track ever. It's just generic fast tempo rock for me.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
I get why they're in the super final, because they say they've done 4 albums over 15 years. They have a fan base, and that obviously drove them through. But obviously there's a jury voting in this first round as well, so they clearly pleased the jury as well. But is it for me? God, no. But as we said, Iceland like a bit of rock. But it's cold up there, so what else are they going to do?
Right, and now we're going to come to what I believe was the favourite going into the contest. It was absolutely beautiful song. lovely girl, Eva, Oculis Videre. I have to say, I don't think Eurovision represents the full range of people and people's different abilities well enough. And so I would love this to have gone to Eurovision. Just, because for blind people, music means so much more. I thought it was a beautiful song. I thought on paper or listening to the studio version, it was just superb, but there was something missing. I think maybe she was shortchanged. What do you think, Elliot?
I was kind of... I'm gutted this didn't win, first and foremost. I adore this song. Like, I ranted about how much I thought it was beautiful and how much I thought it could win in Rotterdam on my first listen, because it's hauntingly beautiful. Yeah. She took the semi-final staging and she elevated it, and I was just like, wow. And, she's got a gorgeous tone and a gorgeous voice. I just don't fully understand where she fell short, to be honest. I understand it's a competition and this is what happens and this is what Iceland want to send, so be it, and they've done a good choice. I just think this would have just been amazing, again, on the Eurovision stage. And, she's got a beautiful voice, She lives in Rotterdam, for Christ's sake. She'd have been easier when she got out on the airfare. She lives there, studying there. She's half Dutch. But that's what I found out.
Did you think that it should have won, or were you disappointed on the night?
I was disappointed she wasn't in the final two. If it was between her and Daði, I would have been okay with Eva, because it was extremely close between those two, and I thought they are neck and neck. I was just disappointed she wasn't in the super final. I thought she deserved that spot completely. But like I said, it is what it is. And if Iceland don't get the result they want or deserve, maybe they would have with Eva. That's just how I feel, though. I love opera. I've grown up in it because my grandparents were in the National Opera. I have a soft spot for opera.
Really?
Yeah, and this is beautiful. Her tone is amazing. She will be back one year, and she probably will go for the Netherlands or Iceland. I don't know. Maybe the Netherlands will take her for next year.
Indeed. Listen, somebody's just said, can't help but feel that Gemma didn't get the memo about winter coats. Well, Gemma's in Brisbane. It's about 150 degrees.
Oh, man, it's like 30 degrees. Come on.
I was Fahrenheit. You're
Tom and Joe can't remember where you are, Gemma. I think they've had one too many pints tonight. They're out having fun.
Do you have a winter coat?
I do have a winter coat. Just give me 1 second, guys, because the air conditioning in here is getting a little bit cold. It's a problem where I live.
Oh,
they overcompensate. So just give me 1 second.
She's showing off, Stuart. Whilst
all right, guys.
Actually,
I might have to just push that back a bit. Oh, that camera bit. I don't know. Can you see that there, guys? There you go. Oh, much better.
God.
Much better.
That's not one knocked up about 5 minutes beforehand, is it? No. That's a proper one.
Yeah, I want to admit how much time I've been in this.
Moving on swiftly, Stuart.
Yes.
Can you do the same?
Can I do the same what? Go and get a jumper?
Yeah, just do a quick strip.
No, please.
Or tell us about Eva and what you thought of Eva's song.
So let me tell you about Eva. So Eva was the favourite going into the whole competition until Daði became a national treasure. That's what happened. Dima are always going through because they're really, really popular, and it's very, very different. And that's what happened. There was a switcheroo between Daði and Eva. The whole of Eurovision world is watching Daði now. Everyone wants Daði in the final. At Eurovision. He's at Eurovision. That's what happened. And can I just make a point? Kate Miller-Heidke wants her headband back.
I make a point? I don't want any competition for Daddies in Rotterdam.
But it's stunning. Her vocal was stunning. The performance was stunning. And it's just that's what I think happened. I think there's been a switcheroo between Daði and Eva. Unfortunate for Eva. Maybe next year.
Okay. Quite often you find that somebody goes into a national final, they have a song, they do really well, They don't quite win. A couple of years later, they come back. They have a song that's not quite as good. It wins. They go to Eurovision. This might happen this year because Daði was in Söngvakeppnin in 2017 with this song. And Greta Thunberg would be delighted to see that he's still wearing the same bloody clothes. I really love that song. That song was great. I'm not sure this is quite as good.
Disagree.
We will see later on. Right, Stuart has prepared a couple of songs, Iceland's greatest, and I want to know what you think they're going to be. Martin, what do you think we're going to be listening to in a moment?
What,
Iceland's
Johanna's Is It True? It was one of them.
Gemma.
Oh, I feel like we're going to have to listen to Kira Björk, surely.
Possibly. Elliot.
I doubt it's in there if we're going on results, but I want Hear Them Calling in there because that's one of my all-time favourite Eurovision songs.
Which one?
2016, Hear Them Calling, Greta Solomé.
Are you joking?
Hey, it was amazing.
What about All Out of Luck?
All.
We're not going to hear All Out of Luck.
Do you know what? Do you know what? If we're going to go on songs that we love, not necessarily the ones that did so well, I love a bit of Zigga. So I was really pleased to see Zigga back on the national final this evening. And boy, has she changed. But, you know, it's great to see her back. And I loved her in 1994. That was my favourite. Night to try my
Switching languages again.
Was that the same woman?
It was. And the same as in 1991. Should we hear the three clips?
Yeah, let's have a bit of that.
Of course, Martin was right.
Iceland.
Singing Toilet Doily, but there you go.
Fabulous entry there, wasn't it?
It was
always
amazing.
the bridesmaid and never the bride. Is Iceland going to be the bride this year, Elliot?
I mean...
No, you mean no.
No, there's potential, to be honest.
No, you're just being nice. Stuart?
Actually, I think Iceland could be up there this year. I think there's a bit of a tug of war going on between this song and the Roop, and I think it'll be interesting to see which one comes on top, because I don't think both the Roop and Iceland will be in the top three. It'll be one or the other, and I think there will be one of those two will be in the top three at Eurovision this year. And we talked about Romania last year. I think Romania have a very good chance as well. Yes is the answer, Andy. Yes, it can challenge.
Really? They won't invite me back. I can say anything I want now. From now until the end of the show, it's mine because I'm never going to be invited back. Martin.
Same question? Yeah, I think it's got a chance. Obviously, it's still very early because we've heard, was it about 4 or 5 more entries today? So we're up to about 20. We've still got 20 odd left to go. So, you know, there could be something better. But yeah, I think it's sort of top 10 definite at this rate, maybe more.
Perfect. And what does Martin think?
Thinks the same.
Oh my God. Gemma, I know you've been putting your suntan lotion on whilst I've been speaking. You're desperate to get out to the beach, but before you go, is it going to win?
I hope so. I want to go to Iceland. I've been dying. Yeah, well, I have been to Iceland, but I want to go for Eurovision. Really want to go to Eurovision in Iceland.
Would you go a different way around from the rest of us?
No, I still have to come through Europe.
Oh, do you? Oh, bollocks.
It takes forever. Don't even get me started.
Would you be allowed?
What? Yes. Why wouldn't I be allowed? Have I missed something?
No,
No idea what he's talking about.
Things are changing in Europe. Right.
Oh no, I'm fine. It's only Britain you got to worry about. I'm still good. My visas are all okay.
You can go to Ireland. Perfect. Yes, sir. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gemma. It's been quite fun. More fun, if I might say, than the Icelandic final, which was a bit of a long, drawn-out thing. What on earth happened during the second showing of Daði's song? It all stopped for about half an hour. What went wrong?
Well, they had some audio issues. A bit like this show, there's been some audio issues tonight.
Have there?
Hey, it happens in showbiz. There's a bit of an audio issue, and they had audio issues in Iceland tonight. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a good show. It was long, but so's every other show. Australia was about half an hour too long. And
no, Australia
the other
was
night
about
was too
3
long.
hours too long. It was only a 2.5 hour show.
But you know, that's the way it is. I thought it was good.
Right, we've got a bit of housekeeping to do. I'm going to go to Elliot. Put you on the spot.
Right, I'm guessing this is what have we got coming up, is what you want to know, Andy.
I don't know. I don't really listen to this sort of shit.
Oh,
well,
I think
tomorrow.
I think it's where you tell us what's coming up and where you can listen to us and, how.
Okay, so you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. We broadcast on all of them, as well as Twitch. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, because that's where all those shows now go on as well. Tomorrow we are back to discuss Melody Festivalen and the Andra Johnson duels. We won't say what happened here, no spoilers. On Monday we are back for Bite Size, trying to make sense of what happened this weekend, because there's about 7 odd national finals happening, I don't know. We are then starting from next Friday our Bite Size reviews of all the entries that are entered into Eurovision, and we're starting them on Friday. We are, and if I'm right, Stuart, it is us. Which 3 are we starting? Because they changed today, didn't they?
No, I forgot.
We're starting our mini reviews starting next Friday, and we're starting with the
start with the good
3.
ones or the shit ones.
yeah, we're starting with Netherlands. We are doing Austria, and I think we're also doing Ireland. No, we're not. We're doing Switzerland, then Ireland weekend. So yeah, tune into ESC Fan TV the whole of next week. Of course, we have Bite Size at 9 p.m. Central European time on Monday as well. No, Tuesday as well. Anyway, there'll be a schedule on our social media, because no one knows. No one can remember this time of night. It's too bloody late, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, we are very, 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 very pleased to have been joined by a radio star. Martin, tell us about your radio show.
Yes, it's Let Me Be the One on Bradley Stoke Radio, which is available on the internet for all around the world. And because I won't do the FM because it's only available about 5 miles from the radio studio. Internet apps and smart speakers. It's all Eurovision. Tuesday nights, 8 till 10 GMT, 9 to 11 Central European time, and whatever time that is in the morning in Australia. It's something like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I think. But there you go. But yeah,
I have to say, it is a fabulous show. It's 2 hours of just pure Eurovision fun. What more could you ask? Gemma, you're off to the beach. Where are you going? Go on, make us really jealous.
I'm going to the Sunshine Coast. Not the Gold Coast, because the Gold Coast is rubbish. We're going to the Sunshine Coast. It's going to be amazing.
Perfect.
Beautiful white beaches, blue ocean.
I have to say, if anybody's still watching us in the chat room, you've done really well. I hope you've had more drinks than we have. Thank you so much for joining us. Will Iceland win? Who knows? Well, they will do one day. Probably not this year. But thank you so much to everybody for listening for a whole half an hour of rubbish about Eurovision. Stuart, take it away. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Sorry. No, stop this. This is my last one. I'm going to get sacked. So I would like to say thank you to Gemma. Oh, come on, put your part up a bit more.
Oh, sorry. My delay is so long that I just kind of forget that I need to talk sometimes.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, Martin.
Yes, we both thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Elliot.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm off to go sort out the heater, so I don't have to wear this again next time.
Right, and I'd like to say, I'd like to say thank you to Stuart, but since he's going to sack me, I'm going to say fuck off.
He's right. Bye.